Welcome to Giant Redwood, where the giants of forestry come to life. From roaring chainsaws to massive log haulers conquering tough terrain, you'll witness raw power and precision at its finest. Join us and experience the incredible world of wood technology. The chainsaw, a familiar tool in forestry and wood processing, is not only powerful but also extremely versatile. With just one chainsaw, workers can perform many different cutting techniques depending on the task. The first is cross-cutting, slicing across the wood grain to cut logs into neat sections. Next is ripping, cutting along the grain to split long trunks into boards. When felling trees, operators use notch cuts and back cuts to precisely control the direction in which a massive tree will fall. Then comes limbering, removing branches of all sizes from the trunk. Once the tree is down, the bucking process turns it into smaller, manageable logs ready for transport and further processing. In urgent situations, a chainsaw can even be used for clearing paths or removing fallen trees blocking the way. Thanks to this versatility, the chainsaw has become an indispensable tool in forestry and beyond. One machine, many functions, many cutting styles, all wrapped up in the raw power of the chainsaw. The tree cutting attachment mounted on an excavator is the perfect combination of heavy-duty power and razor-sharp cutting blades. As the excavator's arm extends, it grips the trunk firmly, and within seconds, the high-speed blade slices clean through. Its greatest advantage lies in its ability to cut fast, safely, and handle massive logs that human labor could never manage. Not only can it fell trees, but it can also cut them into sections on the spot, saving both time and transport costs. Powerful, precise, and efficient, the excavator-mounted tree cutter is revolutionizing forestry operations. Deep in the forest, once the massive trees have been felled and neatly stacked, the next crucial step is transportation. This is where the log transport truck comes into play. Built with high ground clearance and deep tread tires, these trucks are designed to tackle rough, uneven, and muddy terrains. Giant timber logs, weighing several tons, are secured tightly with steel clamps or heavy chains on the trailer. As the engine roars, the truck moves forward slowly but powerfully, carrying what feels like a treasure from the forest. What's remarkable is how these trucks manage to stay balanced and stable even when facing mud pits, rocky trails, or slippery slopes. The driver, relying on skill and focus, maneuvers carefully to prevent the massive machine from getting stuck or sliding. Log transport trucks are not just vehicles. They are a vital link in modern forestry operations, bridging the gap between logging sites and sawmills, transforming raw forest resources into products that serve human life. In large logging areas, beyond trucks and skidders, there is another unique method of transportation: the log train running on rails. This system is often used in remote forests where massive amounts of timber must be moved over long distances. Rail lines are laid through the forest, connecting the logging sites directly to collection yards or even sawmills. The rail cars are built with reinforced steel frames and side barriers to hold the long, heavy logs securely in place. As the train begins to roll, the sound of steel wheels grinding on the rails echoes across the forest. Dozens of tons of timber are moved at once, far more efficiently and with less effort than by road vehicles. The biggest advantage is stability. Rain, mud, or steep terrain pose no problem when the rails are properly maintained. However, building and maintaining such a system requires high investment and constant upkeep. The log train on rails stands as a symbol of human ingenuity in forestry. combining mechanical power with infrastructure planning to master the challenges of nature. In the sawmill, the wood saw machine is the core equipment that transforms raw logs into boards and planks of precise dimensions. As the log moves along the conveyor, the sharp blade, whether vertical or circular, cuts with precision. The machine can saw lengthwise, crosswise, or even slice multiple planks at once, saving both time and effort. Every cut needs to be clean and straight, minimizing waste. With modern technology, many saws now feature automatic alignment systems, ensuring near-perfect accuracy. The wood saw machine not only boosts production speed, but also delivers consistent, high-quality timber for construction, furniture, and many other industries. In wood processing, the wood crusher machine plays a vital role in turning branches, small stumps, or sawmill waste into chips, sawdust, or small wood flakes. Once the material enters the crushing chamber, high-speed blades or hammers shred it into smaller pieces within seconds. The output size can be adjusted depending on its purpose, from biomass fuel pellets to paper production or furniture materials. The biggest advantage of a wood crusher is its ability to maximize waste utilization, reducing losses and transforming leftovers into valuable resources. The cross-wedge wood splitter is a smart design that saves both time and effort. Unlike the cone-shaped wedge that splits logs into two pieces, the cross-shaped wedge can split a log into 4 pieces at once. The working principle is straightforward. When a log is pushed into the hardened steel cross wedge, the motor's pressure forces the wood fibers apart both horizontally and vertically. The result is multiple smaller, evenly cut pieces, perfect for firewood, drying, or small-scale woodworking. The key advantage of the cross wedge is its higher productivity. It saves time, reduces manual labor, and is especially suitable for small workshops, farmers, or households that need a larger amount of firewood. However, since the wedge applies pressure in 4 directions at the same time, it usually requires a stronger motor compared to a simple cone wedge. That means users need to select a machine with the right power capacity to ensure durability and performance. Overall, the cross-wedge wood splitter is an ideal solution for anyone who needs fast, consistent, and efficient log splitting. The axe wedge log splitter is one of the most common and practical designs, inspired by the traditional way of splitting wood with a hand axe. The difference is that instead of relying on human strength, the machine uses hydraulic or mechanical power to generate immense force, pushing the log directly into a hardened steel axe-shaped wedge. During operation, the log is placed firmly on the machine's platform. A hydraulic piston drives it toward the wedge. The axe blade, with its sharp bevel angle, gradually splits the log into 2 pieces. The main advantage of the axe wedge is its clean and even splitting line. The wood separates neatly with minimal splinters, making it especially suitable for producing larger firewood or preparing raw timber. This type of wedge works well with many wood species, from softer woods like pine or acacia to harder types like oak or mahogany. However, when dealing with extremely tough logs or wood with many knots, the splitting speed can be slower compared to a cross wedge or a cone splitter. Still, thanks to its simple, durable design and low maintenance, the axe wedge splitter remains a favorite choice for workshops and households alike. The cone log splitter works on a screw thread principle. The wedge is shaped like a cone, with spiral threads cut around its surface. As the motor spins, the cone gradually drills into the log, twisting and splitting the wood apart. The biggest advantage of the cone splitter is its speed. It's particularly effective for softer woods and small to medium-sized logs. The operator only needs to hold the log against the spinning cone, and the wedge automatically pulls it in and breaks it apart. With its compact and straightforward design, the cone splitter is a practical choice for households and small workshops. The wood crusher is an essential machine in timber processing, especially for handling branches, roots, and small logs that cannot be sawn into planks. Its basic structure includes a feed hopper, a rotating shaft fitted with knives or hammers, and a screening system. Once wood enters the hopper, the knives or hammer spin at high speed, cutting and smashing the material into chips or sawdust. The final particle size depends on the screen holes. The smaller the holes, the finer the output. Large capacity models can even process massive stumps, reducing them to chips within minutes. The strength of the wood crusher lies in its ability to maximize waste utilization, from dry branches and bamboo to discarded pallets and crates. The crushed material is widely used for fuel pellets, paper production, or agricultural substrates. However, safety is critical. Operators must stay clear of the feed opening and ensure no metal or stones are fed in, as these can damage the blades and pose risks. In short, the wood crusher serves as the final stage in turning raw timber waste into valuable recycled resources, reducing loss while increasing economic benefits. The screw cone wood splitter works with a conical wedge, cut with spiral threads around its body. When the motor spins, the cone acts like a giant drill. The operator only needs to place a log against the cone, and the spirals automatically pull the wood inward while splitting it into 2 or more pieces. Its main advantage is speed and simplicity. The design is compact and user-friendly, making it especially effective for softwoods and small to medium-sized logs. For households or small workshops, the screw splitter is a practical alternative to traditional axes, saving both time and physical effort. The circular sawmill is one of the most common machines in woodworking shops and timber factories. Unlike chainsaws or vertical saws, this machine uses a round steel blade with hardened teeth, spinning at high speed to cut wood quickly and precisely. The operation is straightforward. A log or timber piece is placed on a sliding table or conveyor, then pushed across the circular blade. Within seconds, the log is sliced into boards, planks, or standard-sized blanks. Modern machines are often equipped with laser guides for perfectly straight cuts, minimizing material waste. The biggest advantages of circular sawmill are speed and clean cuts, making it ideal for mass production. However, it works best with pre-processed, straight logs and is not suitable for very large round timber. Safety is critical. Operators must keep hands away from the blade, secure the wood firmly, and always wear protective gear, such as safety glasses. In short, the circular sawmill is the heart of many workshops, turning rough timber into refined materials ready for further processing. The debarking machine is designed to quickly remove the outer bark before logs are processed for sawing or grinding. Its main components are rollers or blades that grip and rotate the log while scraping off the bark. The machine saves time, works on both large and small logs, and the removed bark can be reused as fuel or raw material. Debarking is an essential step to keep logs clean, protect saw blades, and improve the overall quality of the final wood products. In the past, before heavy machinery was common, buffaloes were the true workhorses of the forest. With their steady strength, they were used to drag massive logs from deep inside the woods out to the forest edge. It was never an easy task. The paths were rough, slippery, and muddy. Yet the buffalo pushed on, step by step, their powerful shoulders straining as they pulled the heavy timber behind them. Woodcutters had to skillfully tie ropes and guide the buffalo's pace to keep the logs rolling smoothly without getting stuck. Sometimes 2 or 3 animals had to work together to move a single trunk. The image of buffaloes hauling timber is more than just a memory of hard labor. It's a symbol of the bond between humans and animals, working side by side to bring wood from the forest to serve daily life. The vertical bandsaw is one of the most essential machines in the woodworking and lumber industry. What makes it unique is its upright blade, designed to cut wood with high precision while keeping the cut straight and smooth without lifting. When a large log is fed into the machine, the conveyor system pushes it steadily toward the vertical blade. Spinning at high speed, the blade slices through the log, producing uniform planks. The operator can adjust the thickness depending on the purpose. Thin boards for furniture, making or thicker beams for construction. Its main advantage lies in continuous, heavy-duty performance, capable of handling even hardwoods in a large volume of timber. Thanks to the vertical sawmill, processing logs into planks is faster, more accurate, and far less labor-intensive compared to traditional manual sawing. This machine has become indispensable in modern sawmills, where precision and efficiency are always top priorities. In the wood processing chain, the tree shredder plays a crucial role. This powerful machine is built to transform large logs, heavy branches, and even thick roots into small, manageable chips in just a short time. The process begins when a tree or branch is fed into the hopper. Automatic rollers grip the log tightly and pull it into the grinding chamber. Inside, razor-sharp blades or massive hammers rotate at incredible speed. They chop, tear, and crush the wood repeatedly, producing uniformly chips. The sound is like hundreds of rapid strikes, proof of the machine's raw power. Within seconds, a log weighing tens of kilograms can be reduced to a pile of small, neat chips. The biggest advantage of shredder is saving time and labor. Instead of spending hours cutting and processing wood manually, the entire job is done within minutes. The resulting chips can be reused in many ways, as biomass fuel, organic compost, or mulch for agriculture. The tree shredder truly represents modern forestry technology, powerful, efficient, and environmentally friendly.